Camera wasn't starting. Hey, hey, welcome to Verve Central Vegas.
There he is.
Oh, hey. Welcome, live studio audience. Welcome, YouTube, all around the world. Maybe. I don't know. Could be nobody on. Could be thousands on. Probably should have my ear gauge. All right, guys. So I'm Ross George, 28 years old. Been building the business for probably about 15 months now. Loving every single second. For those who've been coming consistently, you know, we've kind of been doing this new format where we have a couple of people up here. I think it's more fun, kind of more interactive. What we're always wanting to do here is develop leaders. You know, that's what this business is all about. It's about personal development. And apparently the number one fear for all humans is public speaking. So we're just going to throw people right in the deep end and get them up here all week. And we gave the next gentleman who's going to be up here this week probably about 30 seconds notice that it's his turn. But I'm telling you, this guy is a future leader in the business. He has been in our team probably for about 3 or 4 months now. He's at bronze, but there's some big things happening in the works. So I want to introduce Mr. Oscar Fuentes. And I think any Vegas event, we would need some, you know, razzmatazz. You know, maybe like someone who's made about $6 million in this company, maybe a royal ambassador, I don't know, maybe the guy who owns this place, the one and only, straight out of Costa Rica, Matt Morrow.
All right, Oscar, you ready?
Start.
All right, cool. Hey, so it's kind of been a lot of fun having this new format, broadcasting the show live. Thanks, EJ, for putting that cool timer together. And everybody who's here, just got back from Costa Rica, and that's why my face is peeling. I brought Oscar up here. I was looking at Oscar, and he's looking good. He said you lost, like, what? How much weight?
10 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a great weight loss. So I go, how'd you do? He goes, on the body program. You know, I'm like, oh wow, yeah, good job. And then last week I gained 10 pounds. I didn't think that was possible to gain 10 pounds in 1 week, but I did it. You know. And, yeah, thank you very much. We had about 5 couples went down there. We had a nice villa on the beach and had our own like personal chef, and that was kind of cool. It's just like, all right, breakfast, and then snack, then lunch, and then snack, and dinner. She's just cooking it up, you know. But anyway, good times. Now it's keep working on that before story, and I'll be looking like Oscar soon. But, so for those of you that are brand new here, the purpose of tonight is just to share with you a couple of pretty basic concepts. One, we want to tell you about a product that's good tasting and good for you. And then the other is a business opportunity where you can make some serious money, or just some part-time money, or maybe if you don't want to make no money. But if the person who invited you here is obviously involved with us, and they wanted you to hear about it, so we'll do our best to explain it. But let's just start off at the beginning, I guess. The company that we're involved with is called VIMA. VIMA is an acronym. What does it stand for, Oscar? Will you explain that?
VIMA stands for vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, and aloe vera.
Very good. Dude's a teacher, so you figure he has the answers. Where do you teach? At school?
Well, I work for the school district, yes. I teach anywhere I want to. I'm a sub-teacher, so I go in the system and pick, school that's closest to me.
Oh, really? Yeah. Just walk into school and I'm here. And you got these teachers.
Online I just choose. It says these schools need a teacher, and then I see the subject. If it's not math, I'm there.
I'd hate to have to teach math.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of that.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, so basically, this is what VIMA is, and you see there's a lot of young people in the audience today. And when I first started with the company, it was mostly older people, because old people, they don't want to die. They want to live longer. Now, you young people are never going to die, so you're not worried about that. But this company is like, basically, it's like the ultimate anti-aging and wellness product. This was created by Dr. Yibing Wong. We got a picture of Dr. Wong. There is Dr. Wong right there, the genius himself. And this dude's super smart. Like, he has a joint PhD. He got a PhD in Eastern medicine from China and a doctorate degree here in the U.S. He basically was tasked with creating the ultimate body balancing wellness formula. So as Oscar mentioned, Vima has everything. It has vitamins, so it's a liquid multivitamin. So if you're currently taking say a Centrum or some crap multivitamin that basically you swallow a bunch of pills and then it doesn't even do anything, doesn't get absorbed into your body, this is like a really, really high-end liquid multivitamin. More importantly than that, it's got 65 plant-based trace and ultra-trace minerals. You're like, oh, that sounds impressive, very important. But the essential minerals, you're supposed to get them in your diet through fruits and vegetables, but really the soil is not what it used to be because there's all this commercialized farming and it basically uses up all the nutrients. So even if you eat like some broccoli today, it's not like the broccoli of your great-grandparents. So we supplement with these essential minerals, and when people start putting this stuff in their body, they get incredible results. And the other M stands for mangosteen. Mangosteen is like the ultimate superfruit. It's referred to as the queen of fruits in Southeast Asia. They make a tea, actually, and they use it in Chinese medicine because it's got like antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial, antimicrobial, anti-damn everything. It's just super, super good for you, anti-inflammatory, and then it's in an aloe vera base. So this is like a real super duper drink. 2 ounces of this a day, you just drink it, and it's good for you. The people who first got me into the business, basically the strategy they would say is, hey, who do you know that has something bothering them, some kind of aches, pains, some kind of ailment? Just get on this product for 30, 60, 90 days, the money back guarantee, and people feel better. It's like it's clinically proven. We've done, how many studies have we done, Oscar?
5.
5, that's right, yeah. Mm-hmm. 5 clinical studies, double-blind, placebo-controlled studies, and so this is a super, super legit health product. I don't know how much more depth to go in. It's good for you. If you're an analytical type person, you can go to vima.com/science and you can actually read all of the studies. If you're not, just take my word for it, because I've been doing this for 8 years, and I've seen so many people get health results on this product. I mean, just mind-blowing. Like someone, I don't know, like some weird stuff, like someone has like tennis elbow for 6 years, and all of a sudden they get our product for a month and their elbow feels better. How many, just out of curiosity, how many of you in the room, either yourself or someone has had some kind of a good health result on the product? You have an idea. So it's not something we're making up. Give it a shot. It's good for you.
VK asked that same question on Saturday in Arizona, and literally the entire room, other than myself actually, because I was like, I'm invincible anyway. But everyone stood up and he was like, and that's what I like.
That's your VK invitation. Very good.
Well, that's what got me. When I speak about the product with people who tend to be older than me, I tell them about my, health stories. They're like, well, you're freaking 21. Like, what's possibly wrong with you? And I'm like, well, I had knee surgery. So I wake up when it's cold, my bones ache. So, after a few months on the product, I've noticed it hasn't been cold, but, when those rainy days, those few rainy days, I wake up and there's no lingering effect on my knees. I'm up and at it.
Well, that's one of the big things is the anti-inflammatory aspects of it. Yeah, it's like, well, I don't know, it was almost like 90 this morning. It was kind of cold now I think about it. Cool it off, man.
July was,
yeah, so the product's good. Now, that itself, we built, the Braco family, since 1994, when this company was first started as New Vision International, we changed the name in 2004 to Vima, but just selling the wellness aspect of the product, we did over $1 billion in sales. So this isn't a company, by the way, that your friend just made up and we run here out of this loft. I mean, this is a worldwide company, has offices on every continent. We're in 50-something countries. It's a big company. But the wellness aspect was cool. But what really has gotten this company jamming is we bought a canning facility, and we started taking our clinically studied Vima formula and putting it into great tasting drinks. Okay. So it's really fun for me to be sitting in here and see my nephew David, who's came here to go to school, who's staying here, and he just grabbed one of these. And what you said a little while ago, you said this is your favorite one right here.
Yeah.
And you go, you don't even like coffee.
No, I hate coffee.
He hates coffee, but we have this coffee. Here's a how old are you, David? 20.
21.
21. Here's 21-year-old kid just going to the fridge, grabbing the product and drinking it, and he doesn't even really care or know that it's got all this good stuff in it. It's just that it tastes good, and that's what happens with these products. So what we did is we basically took 2 ounces of Vima and we put it into all these different canned beverages. So like we have 3 different energy drinks. We have a sugar-free, we have a regular, we have a double caffeine. We got one that we have an iced tea. We got one that's a combination iced tea and energy drink. It's like an Arnold Palmer. That would be like a Tiger Woods or something. I don't know.
A little bit of everything.
Half bowl, half iced tea. Yeah. And what's your favorite product of the canned product, Oscar?
Well, of the ones that we have right here, the body is definitely my favorite. You know, I'm a college student also, and sometimes I don't have time to eat breakfast, so I'm on the go, and a meal replacement definitely gives me obviously my vitamins, a little bit of caffeine, and I feel full. So that's definitely my personal favorite.
The burn or the shakes?
The burn, just because it's a quick, you know,
right.
Get out the door.
So there's different things here. I'll put these down at the bottom so people, if they don't notice right away, they say, why don't you take them, man? So we got shakes, you know, like this guy, Chris Powell, who's on TV. He's good friends with our CEO. He has a show called Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition. And so basically we have these killer chocolate and vanilla shakes. But people are lazy, I've noticed. Have you guys ever noticed that?
Yeah.
And what's the problem with making a shake?
You got
to clean the blender. Man. That's the hardest part. I always leave it in there. My wife comes home and all pissed off. She's going to clean the blender. I'm like,
and then when it dries.
I thought you would do it. Yeah, and then it dries, and then also then you have the glass. If you don't rinse it out, it's ugly, man. But I mean, if you can get past that, the shakes are killer. But this product here, Body Burn, this is brilliant. So what they did is, I don't know how they did it. It's Dr. Wong, I guess, but he basically, it's the viscosity of a soda. So it tastes like a soda, but there's 20 grams of protein and 7 grams of fiber in a soda. How many of you drink the Burn, just out of curiosity? A lot of you? Yeah, this is our 3rd best-selling product now. So I don't think it's our best tasting product, personally. It's kind of like red wine. You know, at first you don't like it, and then you're like, oh, no, that's good. But if you get used to the taste, it's a killer way to get protein and vitamins. And and fiber in your diet, and not have to clean a blender. So, Ross, yes?
Guess what?
In the Dr. Evil chair, go ahead.
The taste of the Body Burn, they just reformulated. In fall, it's going to taste like party.
Party? What's a party? Tell us Ross, why don't you tell us about the party? Because I actually didn't mention that product yet.
Well, that's my favorite product, and probably like crazy energy. Yeah, hell yeah. Party plans all in the house. Yeah, so it's going to taste like party, but they're not getting rid of any of the protein content or fiber content because they're coming out with this Body Pro line. Something else I found out is that they're bringing out coconut water, which I'm totally stoked about. But, yeah.
It's kind of cool. I mean, you guys get the idea. So basically, we're like the Whole Foods of beverages. All right, we have products in every category. They're just better. You know what I mean? Like if you take Snapple versus our party, there's no comparison. And if you take our coffee, how is that British accent? My favorite is your like American accent. You know that when you anyway. And then, you know, so we have our coffee versus Starbucks Frappuccino, our energy drinks versus Red Bull, Rockstar, Monster. No comparison, no comparison, no comparison. Okay, so that's pretty much the products. Anything you'd like to add on the products, Oscar?
I mean, the biggest factor for me is that they're so easily consumable, like you mentioned. It really is a Trojan horse. All the vitamins, all the minerals that you need, because you need the minerals to absorb vitamins, you know, so that's why they go hand in hand, but you drink them without even really knowing about it. You go about your day.
Now, when you say Trojan horse, no, like maybe, no, it's not like a condom reference. I say, like some people might not, what do they mean by Trojan horse? Like, explain that, because that is the brilliance of this. I'd like to hear you explain that, because otherwise I'll just sit up here and talk, and be like, why the hell is the other guy there?
Yeah, so the Trojan horse thing was back in the day, the Greeks, they had a little war between the Trojans. I forgot the other people, but basically what it was, not that kind of war, but basically there was a big gate, and they were like, geez, how the heck do we penetrate? How do we get into, you know, behind the wall? Well, let's build a big horse, give it as a gift, and then they stuffed it all with soldiers, and then, you know, obviously, who doesn't want a free gift? You know, it's a big horse, and then middle of the night, bam, it exploded with a bunch of soldiers. Is that not so?
No, that was a great story, and maybe some of you, how many of you were not familiar with the Trojan horse story of, well, ancient times.
Troy.
Yeah,
there you go.
So it's a good story, and that's what I meant. But what it is the Trojan horse effect of our products is that you're putting vitamins into your body and you don't even really realize it. You know, you think you're grabbing a great tasting drink out of the fridge. Secret to success in almost everything is consistency. Okay, the reason I made $6 million in this business is because this isn't my first meeting. I've been to one probably once a week or twice a week for 8 years. All right, that's how you make $6 million. You don't just go to like one meeting and be like, yeah, I'm rich as hell, and like with getting in shape. You know, you don't just go to the gym once and be like, damn, I'm ripped. You know, and at the cellular level, nutrition-wise, you can't just take vitamins like every once in a while when you feel like it. And I know that's how I used to do it. I'd have like a bottle of pills on my desk, and then I'd be like, I'd go to open them, and there'd be dust on the top. You know, I was like, oh, I haven't taken those in like 7 weeks. And with Verve, I drink one every single day. Yes. And what's cool is since I joined this company, I almost never, ever, ever get sick. I used to be able to say I never get sick, and then like a few weeks ago I got kind of sick. Not really sick, but a little bit sick. So I don't want to lie. But it's not like, you know, not like this product is like the magic cure-all, be-all, end-all. It's just that if you put good stuff in your body every single day, your immune system is stronger. Pretty basic, right, Teach?
Exactly.
All right.
I can notice that there myself.
All right, good. So that's the products part. And so what we would invite you to do is become our customer. You know, that's all we ask. You know, make the switch. You know, if you drink iced tea, if you drink Snapple, drink Party. If you drink Red Bull, drink Verve. If you drink Starbucks, drink Mojo. Why? A couple reasons. One, because it's better. I think we've clearly demonstrated that. Yes. Two, because you hook a brother up. You know, you know, it's like you buy from your friend. You know, what's funny is like your friend invited you here, and it's kind of like this is their own business, right? We're all independent. What do we call ourselves now? Affiliates. We're independent affiliates of the Viva Corporation. We have our own website. We have our own online international beverage distribution business. It's pretty badass. And you know, your friend invited you here to their grand opening. It'd be like if your friend opened up a bar, or you know, if a girl, like let's say you opened up a dress shop, you know, you probably would go down and go to your buddy's bar and you'd, like, buy a drink. You probably wouldn't say, I'm going to drink at your damn bar. I'm going to go down to Mad Dog or something like that. You know, you wouldn't walk into your friend's grand opening of a dress company and they say, how do you like the dresses? And you say, they look like a pyramid. You know, like that would be weird, right? But that's sometimes how people are. So don't trip. Like, just be a customer of your friend if you drink. How many of you already drink beverages? Almost everybody. My favorite is that person goes, I don't drink nothing but water. Okay, thanks for coming. But you know, if you already drink something, you might as well buy it from a friend. That's our theory, okay? And this type of, you know, person-to-person direct selling business is a $167 billion business. It works. I mean, it's a lot of fun. And basically, I'm going to let Oscar talk again. Out of curiosity, like let's say you're talking to a brand new person, how would you explain how the you know, the affiliate program works?
Yeah, what I would tell them is, you know, we do it already. You know, when someone gets a good haircut, I'm like, dang, who cut your hair?
Dude named Brandon.
Dude named Brandon.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my hair.
Well, yes, let's go with your hair. I'm like, dang, who cut your hair? And then obviously you'll tell me, my friend.
Yeah.
And then I said, okay, cool. Is there a way I could get his number where I could go and get a haircut from him? And basically the same thing. I mean, Instagram, people put, you know, the latest shoes, the latest, you know, materialistic items, and it's like you're making them money, and all you're doing is promoting them, and there's really no compensation for yourself. Mm-hmm. So this is the same thing. However, there's a compensation for yourself.
Yeah. I like the way you explained that. The haircut thing was a little.
So I moved it on to Instagram or something. I come on, by the way.
Man. Yeah, like what are some other examples like that? You know, you tell your people about something, because I mean it happens all the time. You know, we were in Costa Rica, and this guy's like, oh, my friend has a boat, and he can hook you up on a charter. Like we always are doing this. You know, the way it used to be back in the day is you would watch TV, you'd watch television commercials, and you get direct mail pieces or however it was. That's how business was done. But now they say, what was that statistic, Ross? Like 92% or something? I forget.
92% of people see word of mouth recommendations as the most trustworthy form of marketing.
So if your friend tells you something, you believe them. And so what our business model does is harnesses the power of word of mouth. Real straightforward. So the way our deal works is you can buy our products, and if you buy our products, you get a free affiliate website, okay? And then that allows you to refer people, and then they buy the products and so forth. All right, it's not real complicated. The products, how much they cost? About $3 a can. So on average, it's about $3 a can. Maybe a little bit, maybe 50 cents more, but it's 50 times better. It's kind of how I explain it. If someone's really tripping on the 50 cents, you can say to them, hey, listen, we have a cheap product for you. So this one here is $2 a can. It doesn't have quite as much of the Vima formula because that's the expensive stuff, all that mangosteen and minerals and all that stuff. So what does it have, like a third?
Yeah.
No one knows. A third? How many people think it's a third? How many think it's a quarter? Huh. EJ, you're usually right. Why don't you look it up?
It's a quarter.
All right. Well, a lot of these people think it's a third.
Majority rules.
It has either a quarter or a third of the vitamins, but it actually really is tasty product. It's only $2 a can. So the products are very competitively priced with retail, and basically when you buy them, you make money. All right, I mean it's that simple. So like I just started drinking the product and started telling people about it, and it's weird how it starts to grow. I've introduced in 8 years an average of about 2 people per month. Okay, so it's not like I'm standing down the strip going, Verve, get your Verve on. I mean, Oscar, you got quite a few people here too, right? But there's probably, I don't know how many people are in your team here, but you didn't introduce them all. You introduced someone who introduced a few of them, and that's how it goes, right?
Exactly. It's the snowball effect. Initially, the snowball obviously starts off small with one person, and then it continuously grows and grows. And now I have about 3 or 4 people here. So I'm looking forward to obviously more progress.
I like the way you use analogies, and I really love the Trojan horse story.
Make sure I use that often.
Yeah. So that's what it works. So like with me, it's been like I don't know, 100 and something people that I've introduced to these products, right? And I got 12 real killers, like Ross, who led me to Chelsea, who led me to Heather, who got Joey, who got Oscar. You see what I'm saying? So you tell someone, who tells someone, who tells someone, who tells someone. It's kind of weird, like how it all happened. I mean, I met Ross playing poker. I don't know if anyone likes to play poker. I say in life you should just do what you like doing. I'm not a big fan of like working. So now in this kind of work, your job is find cool people and help them. All right, help them get healthy, help them lose weight, help them make money. I tend to focus on helping people make money. So Ross is a pro poker player. We're playing poker. I'm just demolishing him at the table. And it's always there. I was like, oh, you're so lucky. You rivered me. I'm like, yes, I did. But anyway, so we get to yakking. I'm making fun of his accent. We become friends. And then eventually he joins this business, starts buying Verve. Then he talks to his wife. She was actually very skeptical at the beginning. It's weird to think your wife would just say, okay, honey, whatever you do, I love you. No, it's like, oh, come on, you moron. What do you think you're doing here? And then she
drive me into
right, yeah. Don't drive me into crazy. So then she talked to her friend Heather, who was at work, and then talked to this dude Joey, and he just wanted to talk to her. I let you tell your own story. But, and then, how do you know Oscar from high school?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so you guys get the idea. Like, check that out. How it goes. It's crazy. 12 good people like Ross has turned into over 50,000 people for my team. Can you imagine that? Just pretend like you made like 25 cents every single time someone took a drink. All right. How many people in this room drink one of our products every day? See what I'm saying? Isn't that unreal? And so multiply that by 50,000, and it's called go to sleep, wake up, you made a few grand. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. And it's like getpaidtosleep.com. I got get paid to drink. I should get paid to sleep. Don't steal that, Brian. Yeah, $10. That's a good one, man. If it's available, let's build that out. So that's it. I mean, everybody wants to get paid. Everybody wants to make money. So the question that I get a lot is, oh, it sounds too good to be true, or something like that. Because it's like, have you guys ever heard that? Like, I want to address that, because it's like, it's not too good to be true because it's harder than it sounds. All right. Why is it harder than it sounds? Like, anyone have, how many people here invited someone to come tonight who didn't show up? Okay, so that's like you ask a girl to go to the junior prom and she says no. Or something that's called rejection. It's like that, some people take that so personally and they flip. But you know what's worse, I think. So you're gonna tell some people, like, let's say you're like, oh man, saw the most awesome thing. They got these drinks. There's a Trojan horse, and then again, it was there at night. Then the soldiers popped out, and you make all this money, and then you got to come check it out. There's this loft with a good view, and it's really fun. And then they'll be like, no. You know, and then you're like, oh man, that's hard. And then so like some people are going, no matter what you tell them, aren't going to be down. Maybe they don't like you. Maybe they have failed at something like that before, and they don't want to fail again. Maybe their sister was in Amway 30 years ago, and she didn't make money, so therefore nobody can ever make money. You know, people have weird things, so don't trip on it. But if you could handle that, some people will do it and some people won't, then you could probably be real successful. To me, it's easier to have a couple people tell me no than to have a job. Because like, how many people here have a job right now? Okay, and on average, how many hours do you have to work a day? 8. And how many days a week? 5. That's like 40 hours a week. That's a lot. And so I want you to contrast that with finding 2 people who want to make money. Okay? Now, because if you worked not 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, but if you worked like an hour a day, 4 days a week, you know, I mean, doing this, you probably in about a year or 2 would be making more than you could make at any job that worked 40 hours a week. Okay. Problem is, everybody wants to go to the gym one time and get ripped. That gym doesn't exist. If you find it, please sign me up. All right? But you need 2 good people. All right? Because like Ross, total number of people in your organizations, how many? 1,500. 1,500 people. Okay, so one dude at a poker table turned into 1,500 of my 50,000 people. See how that works? You need 2 like Ross, and you're making some serious money. 2 like Oscar, you're making some serious money. Why don't you give a shot at my world famous explanation of like, because I got my income. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, and it was like I didn't like flying coach. I didn't like garden view rooms when there was ocean right around the corner. I didn't like, you know, a lot of things. You know, I didn't like walking into the Louis Vuitton store and, you know, seeing all the Asians buying everything, and I didn't like nothing. Like a lot of things were making me very angry about not having money. And so I got in this, and I just went just like a freaking maniac. And it was funny because I went from being totally skeptical. Like, if you take the most skeptical person in this room, which I don't really see, I mean, everyone seems pretty chill tonight, but I was like the dude in the back. I was a total, like, this guy, you know? Just, like, looking up and down the speaker, like, what's this fool going to tell me? And now I am that fool. And it was like, I was like that, and then I'm like, man, this actually makes a lot of sense. It's like, all you got to do is drink it, share it with people. I go, I can do that, you know, put it in my fridge. People can come over to the house, I'm going to give it to them. They're going to say, that's good, where do you get it? It's real tough. There's got to be a catch, you know, and when I finally got it, I just went after it. And I went from 0 to $50,000 a month in 12 months. I'm not saying that you can do that, or I mean, you could. I'm not saying you're going to do that. I mean, you know, those results are not typical. How many people here, though, are real typical people? Just average, lame-ass, typical. Walk right into that. People get you into participation. That was the one time when I was looking at you not raise your hand. But, you know, yeah, the same result's not typical, because I don't want anyone to say, oh, he said, you know, that I'm going to go up and make $50,000 a month. I'm just telling you that's what happened to me in 12 months. But Oscar, explain to them, if you would, for those that would be interested in making that kind of money, which would be everybody, as long as they think it's not too good to be true, how's the math work on that? As you said, math's not your favorite subject.
This time it is.
Yeah, let's roll with it. Tell them how the math works on that.
Yeah, so basically, like you said, you find 2 good people, similar like the gym, you know, 2 good gym partners that are going to continue going to the gym with you every day and not quit. It'd be 2, and then those 2 get the plan, they get the idea, okay, they find another 2 people, now you have 4. Now you have 4 people finding additional people, now you have 8. Those 8 become 16, 32, 64, 138, 128. I don't teach math. So, and then it continues from there. It's obviously
so how many times out? Like, so if on day 1, I got Ross and Oscar, okay? And on day 2, Oscar got EJ and David and Ross, got Vance, and Chadwick. Right? Okay, so you see what I'm saying? Like everybody can find 2 people, right? So that on day 1 it's 2, day 2 it's 4, on day 12 you're making 50 grand a month. It's just unfathomable to me that everyone doesn't do this. But you know what's weird is people don't do a lot of things that they should do.
People are scared of change. You know, people, obviously, they're used to more traditional businesses where you go to the 7-Eleven, you go to the fridge, you pull out the beverage. You know, that's traditional to them. Anything outside the realm of that, they're just scared. They're not used to, and you know, that's what keeps them from growing. You know, as a person.
I remember in like the late 90s, people are like, I wonder if this internet thing's going to catch on, you know, like online shopping. What if someone, you know, what if it doesn't get there? You know, now it's like you're dumb to not buy something online. Pretty soon your online purchases are going to be delivered by drones. Like the future is here. You know, jobs are not what they used to be. You know, your job isn't guaranteed. You know, you're not guaranteed. You work 40 hours a week for 40 years, get a $40 watch. That program is not even working anymore. Like they might give your job, you know, to somebody in India or Pakistan, you know. And that's the most annoying though when you call to get help with your computer. You guys ever done that?
And they transfer you.
And then they're just so polite that it's rude. You know? They're like, okay, so what you're telling me is that you're talking about the keyboard is not working, and is there anything else other than the fact that the keyboard, you know, it's like, okay, you say it 4 freaking times!
Well, now that you mention that though, like the future, now there's online chat where you can chat with a specialist, like on Apple.com.
Yeah.
You know, that's something new. At first, again, I was skeptical. I'm like, how am I going to get every detail across? But then, you know, I'd rather type with someone than have someone be, you know, politely.
Yeah, they take
rude.
But I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I just got off on a tangent there. But the thing is that you know, you can have a job where you can do something like this, and you can do it part time. And so if you want to make big money, there's an opportunity for you here. If you just want to get free product, we have a really cool program. All you have to do is get 3 other customers. You know, a lot of young people here. If you have a mom, a dad, and a brother, you know, that you'd like to have be around longer, have them drink this product. Get 3 people on the product. You get your product for free. Okay, so you know you could start off just getting free product. That could be your first goal. Let's say you just want to make a couple $100 extra bucks a month. Okay, because a lot of times people they can't relate to big money, but a couple $100 a month. If you just get a couple people and they get a couple people on the products, you get 10 people total drinking these products, you're making about $200 a month. Get 100 people on the products in your organization, you're making about $1,000 a month, and we give you $400 a month to get a car. Okay, so and then it just kind of goes from there. So anything else, Oscar, you'd like to add about the business side of things?
The fact that it fits our lifestyle so much. Like I said, you know, you're on your way to do your thing, you drink a beverage, and you recommend it. You know, it's not like you're selling insurance or something where you have to do a presentation. Like me, I play FIFA, you know, with friends, or we play soccer. I invite a new person over to say, hey, let's play FIFA, let's play soccer. You know, in the middle or towards the end, I say, hey, try this. You know, let me know what you think. Cool, I like it, great. Hey, you know, come through, check this out.
Right. It's not brain surgery.
No, a monkey could do it. I do so.
Yeah. Well, I think a monkey would be good at it.
Better than some people.
They call this rejection. Yeah. Question. Yes, sir.
So if you know and you're trying to explain this to somebody, can you have one of you all come and explain it to them?
Absolutely. You know, that's a great question.
You can't bring everybody here.
Yeah. Well, it's a good question. And for those of you online, if you didn't hear the question, he said, if you're new, can one of us come and explain it? So what's really cool is that every single person that, you know, like who brought you here?
My son.
Okay, this which one's your son? Chris?
No, I'm not his son, but
Huh?
anyway,
Yeah. So you've got a whole team of people. So you got your son, you got Chris, you got Lloyd, you got Rose, you got me, you got Kelly, you got Carl. There's all these people what's called upline from you. Every single one of us has a vested interest in you being successful. We don't get paid unless you get paid. Okay. So yes, the answer is absolutely yes. Every single one of you has a whole bunch of people upline from you that will help you, and there are a lot of different ways. Like you said, he said not everybody can come here. It's unfortunate because this is a very cool spot and it's televised. But you know, we're here Wednesday nights at 7:30. We're here Saturday mornings at 11. So you do have this opportunity. But there's lots of other ways that you can expose this to people. You can email someone a YouTube video. I've had people sign up just from a YouTube video. They send them a video, they watch it, they say, "It looks pretty cool. I'm in." That doesn't happen as often as I would like. I'm still waiting to make that YouTube video that's so good, someone to push plays, and I'm in. But we're working on that constantly. You know, you can meet at a Starbucks. We can go down and meet with your friend at Starbucks or your house. What's that?
Video chatting. That's one thing I initially did. It's got a lot of Skypes.
Yeah, and so yeah, the answer is 100% yes. And if it's anyone here locally in Vegas, you know, 7 days a week, we're around. We're here to, we meet with people all day long. That's what I usually just sit around in my house waiting for someone to call me up and say, Matt, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. Yeah, all right, man, you come over and do a one-on-one presentation, and then I come over and help you out. So I'm happy to help you out. So the answer is 100% yes. And that's how, how it works. How it takes teamwork to make the dream work. That rhymed. And that's what we do, yeah, so it's cool. And so we actually have a training on Saturday at 11 where we'll teach you all the basics of the business. Can't make it here, you can watch it live on YouTube. So what I want to do is have you guys hear from a couple people who have been doing well, in addition to Oscar. And let's see here. We got to do another Lloyd video. EJ, you got one queued up?
Yeah.
All right, we always have to have our Lloyd Baker video of the week. So yeah. So we're gonna play like people from basically every walk of life. If we went around this room, you would find everyone from teacher to banker to student to strip club promoter to lawyer, to you name it. There are people. I think we do offend you, right? Oh, okay. He's not a strip club. I was just playing. So you know, and it's oftentimes it's the people who are the most successful that still want to make have additional sources of income. You know, most people do this part time. So I'm going to play a quick commercial of Lloyd Baker, our next speaker.
All right. You call the insurance company, you want to say, Smith, the money to come right out of the phone. Pennies. You deserve more. Money for medical bills, car repairs, and money for pain and suffering. Call me, Attorney Lloyd Baker. I know about the money they're not telling you about, and I work to get it for you without making you go to court. Car wreck and deserve more money? Call 800-LAW-1114. It's easy when you know how. Call Attorney Lloyd Baker.
And he's also doing phenomenal at the business. So with that introduction, I give you the one and only. Yeah.
So, I'm going to compare my business with Matt's today, because I've been thinking about this, and I actually was talking to a guy today. 10 years, started his own company in insurance, and he's not making anywhere near the kind of money that we're talking about today. And you know, not that that's everything, but it's a real eye-opener, you know. So if you want to do it, my business, it's 7 years of college and law school. 2 years I worked for somebody else to learn how to do it. And then after that, I started my own practice. Went 30 grand in the hole first couple months. And then, you know, now I spend a lot of money just to do this kind of stuff. I mean, you know, to advertise and that kind of stuff. And I get attorneys all the time that go start their own practices and just tank. You know, it's not a for sure thing, and it's attorneys don't make what you think they make, not even close. There's very few, and the ones probably you see on TV are the ones that make the money. And so I'm looking at that, and I'm like, I'll still be an attorney, but I love this business because my friends, my family, people that don't want to take the long road to make that kind of money, and then to tell you the truth, just to make $50,000 a month. After I started my own practice, it was 5 years in. You know, and so if you're really going to turn something to a profit, they say that that's about a 3 to 5 year program. You know, when you start your own business. And so it just kills me when, you know, somebody gets in this for a week and then they dump it, and I'm like, what, are you kidding me? You know, 7 years of law school, I mean, to just start making money. You know, and then taking the bar and all the other LSATs and all that kind of crap that you have to go through just to get to the point where you can make money. And you can make money in this business the first week. I mean, people have done it. John Jane's done it. Cha-ching. You know, my wife did it. You know, it made a lot of money the first week. And so it's just a really cool deal. And so I'm in it just to help other people, and I'm in it to continue to make more money. And you know, because that residual income that just keeps coming in, that's the other key. You know, And to have somebody teach it to you, you know, have Matt around, have Ross around, all these great guys to teach you. I mean, that's amazing. It's just a phenomenal deal, and as your attorney, I think you should do it.
Lloyd, thanks, man. Oh, it's fun to have you here. And how many commercials do you have altogether?
Probably about 10 or so.
Okay,
We just made a bunch more.
we're gonna play them all. The beauty is you can find them all on YouTube. You can find anything on YouTube. It's crazy. Well, you know, he mentioned someone. She came into the business. Friend of Lloyd's wife, Rose. Is Rose here?
No, she's do some stuff.
That's the first meeting she's ever missed. Well, that's cool. Well, what's neat is our whole team's here. And so her friend, Xiaoqing, who we call Chuching, because I can never get the Xiaoqing name pronounced properly, but she came in and background in real estate, doing really, really well. I'd love to have her share like her first couple weeks story with you. So I give you Xiaoqing.
Thanks, Matt. Hi, everybody. I was in real estate for 7 years, and then a good friend of mine, Rose, who's Lloyd's wife, introduced me to Vima, and at first I didn't know what it was, and she told me about the products and how healthy it was, so I trust her completely, and I also did my own research a little bit after that. It was effortless. I mean, I do it on the side. I work about 60 hours a week in my real estate business, but you know, after hours or even on the phone, I just talk to my family members, sign them up, my mother, my sister, my friends. It's always like people that we know, we talk to, so it's really simple, and I really enjoy it, and you can have tons of fun with this business. So I just wanted to share that with everybody.
Wait, therefore, so just because what I like you to share is, you know, a lot of people like want to know, okay, can I make money? Okay, yeah, that guy's shirt made, the loud shirt made money, the attorney made money, but like, how did you do last? You know, like it was last week or the week before, you made like over $700 in a week, and how did you do that?
Matt, it was calling my mother, my sister, and a really good friend of mine, and they signed up, and they said, we want the package deal with Vima, and we want to do this with you, and that was it.
So three people, and you made $700. Okay.
Just 3 people.
Very good. Yes. Okay, now you're right. So that's how it's done. You know, it's not complex. It's really, really simple. If you want to become a customer, there's a couple ways. You know, you can see you try the products. If you don't know which one your favorite product is, we have a thing called a variety pack, which I really recommend. It has 6 different products, 2 cans of each. You know, you can drink them, try it, see which one's your favorite. You get, you know, I don't know. I order like 2 of these variety packs. You know, that's a good monthly order, because then you can just kind of have something different every single day and try all the products. So I'm a real big fan of this variety pack. If you want to do the business, we kind of have a thing called like the big variety pack. It's an affiliate pack. It gives you like a case of each of the 7 different products. Okay, how many people here got started with one of our affiliate packs? Okay, so you see most people did. The reason I did that is just so you know, like that's I don't go in this long buck and wing about why it makes sense. But like I mentioned, the car program. If you want to qualify for a car payment, you have to buy an affiliate pack within your first 60 days. You might as well buy it with your initial order. That way it saves you money in the long run. There's another bonus that's paid out weekly, up to $400 a week. That bonus pool is only for people who purchased an affiliate pack. You could still make $25,000 a week if you didn't ever buy an affiliate pack, but we recommend that you do. So if you're serious about the business, you get an affiliate pack, you have all the products, you know, because it's kind of weird if you got into a conversation with someone who's like, man, I got with this company, so awesome, they got iced coffee, iced tea, energy drink, etc. And they're like, oh man, I just love iced coffee. Let me try that. They're like, well, I was too cheap to buy it. Don't have no samples. You know, like that'd be kind of awkward. You'd always, what's that?
Skin in the game.
Yeah, and also get a little skin in the game. So what we recommend, if you're serious about the business, get an affiliate pack. Okay, it's a one-time order, about $500, and then after that, all you got to do is order a product for yourself, get a couple of customers and a couple of business builders. We'll totally help you do it. So, Oscar, I want to say that 1, you were phenomenal. 2, the highlight for me was the Trojan horse story. 3, anything you'd like to add in? Final thoughts? Anything we might not have covered?
Just continue living your life. You know, do this. It doesn't change anything about your life, and this can really get you, the dreams you always dream about, but just never had the means or ways or help, to get there. Because this really is a speedboat for winners, like you said. And a winner that's good at everything will most likely get this and run and take it running. But maybe you need some conquers or whatnot. Saturdays we have trainings, we have audio tapes and books that's there to help you to be that winner, to succeed.
I like it. Well, good stuff. Yeah, so Saturday at 11, we have training. We do a quick overview. If you want to bring someone new on Saturday morning at 11, if you're watching online, Saturday morning, 11 o'clock Pacific time, followed by a training. I thought Lloyd brought up a really good point. When you think about it, if not Vima, what are you going to do? Like if money was no object in your life, what would you do with your life? I always said, I would travel around the world and I would do this and I would do that. And now I've done all that thanks to Vima, and it's pretty cool. So Vima was the vehicle that I chose. So if you're not going to do Vima, the question is, what are you going to do? Because if you look at what you're doing now, especially if you're thinking, I don't know, $500, then you're crystal clear that what you're doing now, if you keep doing it for the next 10 years, you're going to still be where you are. Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. 95% of people at age 65 are broke or dead. You're dead, broke, or dead. Now, it wasn't like they said, I got a plan. I'm going to just basically be broke my whole life. No, they just started off broke at 18, and they were still broke at 19, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Touchdown, 65, broke as hell. And that wasn't their plan. So like Lloyd had a plan, and this one just sounds like way too much like work to me. He studied for 7 years, passed the bar. I got one friend of mine who's 50, he still hasn't passed the bar. I've taken it 6 times. He's not an idiot. I mean, so it can't be that easy. And then you got to spend all this money and $100,000 a month on advertising. Like that doesn't sound like a good plan to me. And then with this, sign up, buy some product, tell a few people, come hang out with us on Wednesdays and Saturdays, right? If you come here every Wednesday and Saturday for the next year and you're not making more money than you are at your regular job, then I'll jump off that balcony. We're on the second floor. I don't know. But anyway, so that's it. That's all. Get with the person invited here. Let them know if you want to be a customer, if you want to join the business. And if you have any questions for me or Ross or Oscar, we will be around. Thanks, everybody, for coming. We'll see you Saturday. That was awesome, dude. Good.
Good job, good job.
Yeah, look at that guy. Yeah, one man. Thank you. How are you?
David loves the fact that he always comments about your shirts.
What's that?
Whenever you joke about your shirt, David laughs.
Yeah,
that's right. I hear your name a lot. Oh, yeah, I'm
Maybe WC.